I'll talk about Israel in a few minutes, but first to give you background about how to change, how to make a dramatic change in any organization you're in through a case study. Do you guys do case studies once in a while in university? So how do you change an organization? And the case study is going to be the Israeli education system, which was undergoing a decline in STEM, science, math, technology. We had a decade of decline, especially in high quality math. And over the past 3 years, from decline, we're really doing well now. And there were 6 lessons learned that I want to share with you, how we did it. All right, just to give you a sense, in Israel, the high quality math is called 5 units. Medium quality is 4 units, and 3 units is the lowest grade in math, and you choose whether you want to go the hard route, the medium route, or the easier route. And we were down to about 9,000 kids doing 5 units math from a peak of 13,000. You'd think it would grow every year. It was actually declining. So that's the situation I faced 3 years ago. And the first thing is to create a sense of urgency in your organization. If you're about to make a change, you got to tell people why they need to change and why do they have to do it now. Why is it urgent? And my message was to the Israeli public, we're heading towards a disaster. We're on the Titanic. Israel, the startup nation, is declining in the number of high-quality math graduates. We have to do much better to persuade everyone that we need to act and act now. Not only why it's important, but why do we need to do it right now? The second thing is within your organization, you need to identify who the 5, 6, 10 perhaps key people are to get this done, and you need their buy-in. You need to persuade them why they need to be in this. And if you can't persuade them, replace them. Because if you think something's really important, you got to bring them on board. So I did this persuasion, and I appointed Israeli Druze individual, his name is Muhana, to run this. And that was the second thing. Get the right people on board. The third element is set a clear and measurable goal with a specific timeline. So I said within 4 years, we're going to double the number from 9,000 kids to 18,000. So we were in a decline from 13,000 down to 9,000. I said within 4 years, we're going to double. That's a measurable goal, not some fuzzy element, we'll do better, but a number with a timeline. Fourth thing that I've learned in high tech and in the army and as a minister, if you want to effect change, if you want to make change happen, at the beginning, you as the CEO or as the minister, you have to take personal charge. You can't delegate it to someone else. So every week we had a status meeting with action items, and I ran the meeting, just like I was 20 years ago. And after a while, when it was on the tracks, I could delegate it. So the fourth point is take personal charge. The fifth point is you have to work in coalitions. You have to work in cooperation. So I brought in the Israeli military to help. They also need smart kids. I brought in Israeli high-tech engineers to volunteer in schools. So we brought them in also as partners. We brought in NGOs to partner with us. Okay, so build partnerships is sort of the fifth point. And finally, when you're making this big change in an organization, people are very skeptical, right? So you want to show some quick wins at the beginning. A few quick wins that you design in advance to show that this is working, right? Within 2 or 3 months. And so to sum it up, create a sense of urgency, bring on board and buy on board anyone you need, and replace people who are not into what you want to achieve. Set a clear and measurable goal. Number 4, you got to run the thing at the beginning. You can't delegate it to someone else. 5, build coalitions. And finally, arrange quick wins. Today we're 3 years into the project, and by the end of this year, we're going to meet the number of 18,000 kids, Bedouin kids, ultra-Orthodox kids, Jewish, secular, religious, non-religious, all the kids in Israel that were underprivileged, had no access to high-quality mathematics, and science, right now, all these kids are getting high quality STEM. So you can make a difference, and these are sort of the 6 points I highly recommend. That's something as a general sort of MBA class that I felt I'd like to share with you.